Family drama spilled over in this episode of Par, and I think this episode of Drug Related, Season 2, Episode 8, really did a good job. I think it absolutely delivered big time. I remember someone said that Par likes to make Episode 3, Episode 8, and the finale like their biggest episodes of the season. Maybe there's truth in that. Maybe there is, but we kick off this episode, we're in the courtroom, both sides are presenting their case. Tariq, he's not an unfortunate black man. The fact is, he's a criminal, and that seems to be the gimmick with the St. Patrick's. Then Davis steps up. He lays the smack down, says that they're going after him, just like they did his puppy, sort of talk. But then the accusers bring in some evidence, a wire tap, which Davis and the crew, Sax and Tyreek, are not aware of. So this brings like a recess in. They're going to talk about it to the next day. So Davis and Sax listen to the tape. It turns out it's Lauren speaking to Tyreek, and it's the conversation they had a few episodes ago about him saying that there's no way that Professor Reynolds was writing a book about Braden. It had to be someone else, and that basically gives Tyreek motive to kill him. So that's not looking good for Tyreek. Absolutely not. Meanwhile, we've got Effie and Braden trying to get some drugs, but it turns out there's rat poison in it, so that ain't going to happen. Tyreek is then confronted by the mayor. And not the mayor guy, I guess his father's like former attorney. And apparently Ghost had it where Yasmin could go into care, not care, but like get adopted, and there's nothing like Tyreek could do about it if like a situation like this ever happened. And I've seen people comment saying like there's potential for a spin-off about how Ghost isn't dead. So what? Like, really? Is that going to happen? Like, I mean, he is like one of the best characters of the show, the franchise, whatever. But I think to back out and say that the guy's not dead is quite unrealistic. I wouldn't like to see that. Davis, though, he says Tyreek, he wants his money, and if he ain't paid by tomorrow, it's going to be a public defender for your little ass. It's pretty much how that's going down. Diana then overhears Monet on the phone talking to Dante, and Kane hears Dante on the phone. Kane doesn't obviously know what's going on, but Diana does hear about it. She goes searching for this and finds a book with Ezekiel Cross's baby photo in it, and then she rings up the birth certificate, and it turns out he's not born in 2002, he's born in 98. So damn, Diana finding out some pretty big information here. Absolutely is. But I mean, my problem with this is, right, like, there's a 4-year difference. When Seek was 12, everyone thought he was 8. It's like, and he's a big guy. Like, could you imagine him being in like? But then he would have been so much smarter. It's not just about physicality. Like, I mean, he should be so much smarter. But saying that, like, he's a pretty dumb child. But it's just weird. Like, it is weird. Like, Seek's 20, he's actually 4 years older than what we think. Well, he's 23, right? Which means, like, I mean, say he was dating a 16-year-old, he would have thought he was 16, but in reality, he's like 20. Or if he was 19, he was dating a 15-year-old. I mean, I guess he didn't know, like, so, I mean, you can't really pin the blame on Seek, but I thought that was a pretty insane revelation. But then, in order to get money, we're going to perform pretty much a heist on Dante's house. We've got Effie, Braden, Tyreek, obviously, because he's wearing the ankle monitor. He has to do it at this like restaurant. So yeah, Kane, Effie, Braden, and Monet teaming up here with a bit of a weird combo, but that's how it's going to go down in this episode. And they managed to get Drew in. As long as Drew's the one to pull the trigger on Little Gap, will he be able to kill him? I'm not too sure, damn it. Then Davis lets Tyreek listen to the clip, which of course was Tyreek and Lauren talking about the whole book. And he shouldn't be allowed in doing that because his client wasn't allowed to listen to it. But then Sax like foolishly lets what do you call him? The accuser. He like, because obviously he's sleeping with her, and he like tells her that Tyreek heard it. Pretty much told her that Tyreek heard it. I like Sax, right? But he digs a hole for himself, man. I mean, honestly, like what in the name of Christ is going on, Saki boy? Saki Maki. Like I said, I like the guy, but I mean, when you dig your own hole, I honestly think it is hard to, like, not get behind characters, but it's like Ned Stark in Game of Thrones. I mean, yeah, great character, but he dug his own fucking grave, like, and that's exactly what Sax has done here. Maybe not to the same degree, like, but anyway, similar level, to be perfectly honest about it. We then have Kerry Reynolds. She gets a phone call from her, the accuser, so to speak. What do you call someone that's on the? I don't even know what you would. Well, I don't even know what you call her, but yeah, I probably need to remember her name. But she phones her telling that Lauren could be in danger. Tariq then heads out, assuming that Carrie Milgram will go to her the dorm of Lauren. And Tariq was right, confronts her. He's like, you say you do the best for your students, but essentially you do what's best for you. Lays the smackdown on her. He's like, I'm not going to hurt Lauren, but there's other people out there that might. We then have like a wee date that Lorenzo and Monet go on, and yeah, for them, I mean, this is the last time they'll go on this wee date. Carrie Milgram goes on the stand, and yeah, our arse absolutely collapsed because she replaces Lauren in order to keep Lauren safe, damn it. And yeah, Davis brings up the fact she slept with Ezekiel Cross, she slept with Sabari Reynolds, she slept with Kevin, the police officer, she slept with him, and now she's going to get fired from her job. She's not really got much to live for. At least there's good news in that department. Meanwhile, chaos. Dante's hangar gets hit. We then see Effie go in, turn off the powers off here. So we've got Kane, Chef, and Dante head to the hangar. I mean, the BSK here, they essentially get all wiped out. Apart from one of them manages to steal the shipment. Then Chef heads back. While he's headed back, we have Drew, who's ended up killing Little Guap. Again, why didn't he just shoot him? We get like another forced fight scene. I wasn't really a fan of that, but he ends up killing him. He goes in, looks like he's going to have to kill Chef, but then Kane's like, oh, come on, Chef, let's go, we got to pack all this up. They then go to the hangar. Dante's like, we've got a mole among us. And it looks like he's going to slice Kane's throat, but then he ends up slicing Chef's throat. And it's like, how many times has he done this exact same gimmick with Kane? Where he sliced someone else's throat? Well, Kane's there anyway. Thought that was quite interesting to say the least. So yeah, the heist has been completed on Big Dante's house, motherfucker. And yeah, boom, 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 brilliant stuff. And then for me, we get probably one of the best scenes that I've seen in Power Book 2, where we have the dinner table. We've got Kane, we've got Diana, we've got Drew, we've got Monet, and we've got Lorenzo. So yeah, Diana puts this shitstorm in motion, says that Kane's the one that replaced the drugs with sugar so he could set himself up as our connect. Kane then says, oh, well, you know what, since we're spilling all these secrets, Drew, he didn't actually kill Everett. Lorenzo's like, what in the hell's going on? And then Seek's sitting there, and Seek's like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck, you're going to kill one of my teammates? And I actually forgot at that point that Seek was even at the table. Then, what else have we got? We've got some crazy ass stuff, man, going on. But essentially, Diana calls out Monet about her lover, Dante. And then Seek's like, wait, what? Dante? That guy said he wasn't my dad, he was my dad, but he's not. Ain't that right, Auntie? And then the biggest bombshell of the lot, Diana's like, she ain't your fucking auntie, Seek. She's your mother. And Seek storms out. No wonder Lorenzo's like, what the fuck's going on here? And essentially tells Monet to leave. And also the big reveal that he wasn't born in 2002, he was born in 98. And then Kane's like, so holy shit, that doesn't even make me your oldest son. Really? Really, Kane? Is that the biggest takeaway for this fucking family implosion? I'm not the oldest son anymore. Alright, whoop-de-doo. And also the fact that Seek is 23, not 19, means he's broke NCAA drafting NBA laws. So that's not looking good for him. But what happens then? Tariq sleeps with Effie. Are these two going to go in a relationship? I don't really know. Tariq's fucking banging everybody at this stage of the game. Monet then visits Kerry Williams. What's going to happen here? I'm not too sure what's going to happen here. And then, because she thinks that Seek's going to visit her, and she's right. Seek does visit her, and he finds a body hanging, but we don't actually know what body it was. Obviously, I mean, I'm 99% sure it's going to be Kerry Rubber. But we'll have to wait and see. R.I.P. Chef, all that good stuff. But honestly, I felt like the last 20 minutes, man, with that, I thought the family reveal, like all these secrets coming out, man, was really well done. So what I will say is fair play to the show for that. I'm going to give this episode, I was going to give it a 9. I give it an 8. I feel like there were some things I didn't like, but that whole scene with all the revelations coming out was really well done. But anyway, guys, till next time, leave your thoughts down below, and peace.